Hi, I'm Jeremy Anaker. I'm a transformation enthusiast, an aura feedback guy. I see auras. I'm a part of a group called Affinity Transformations. We're working a lot on online classes. You're invited to participate. I want to give you a little lesson on auras. What is an aura? It's a balloon of energy around the body. It's a part of the movement of the life force as it pumps through the physical body and in an integrated way moves through the energy body and presents the aura, the overall energy field. That field of energy is affected by thought, by one's conditioning. Think about thoughts used over long periods of time as creating an energy pattern, and it creates emotion in the body. So there's patterns in the body and in the aura. And I work on feedback about those things in who you are. And let's look at thought, because thought can be useful and helpful. It can also just be an aspect of awareness. It can be just simply an awareness. In spiritual work, we look at our potential to be with a thought and let it be there without identity. What is identity? It's the stickiness in consciousness. It can be neediness, where something outside of us is so important. We have need energy. So right here I have just a white piece of paper and I have stuff on it. Being needy about stuff can be where damage happens, the stickiness. So there's nothing wrong with stuff. I have stuff all over the place here. But the part of me that's sticky to stuff means that I'm identified with it, and that identity to stuff creates a weight. Fear of loss, anxiousness, protection patterns. The ego is kind of activated around stuff. So that stickiness is attachment energy. And there's so many different ways our energy gets heavier and heavier. And in aura work, I might see a heavy pattern in the shoulders, obligation energy. So there's strong rules of culture that could be weight in the aura. There's also old stuff often in the energy body or in the emotional body. Maybe it's bad acts, things that were done in early life that were damaging to you, and they're still working on you. You haven't found resolution yet. And just get a sense that we can be free while people are in their conditioned state. We can take it less personally. And there's all different ways to try and frame what our divine nature is and how resilient it is. But we can also look at stickiness, that people that do bad acts, I can make space for that and work at being free and understand that they're doing the best they can from what they know, and they know from a conditioned place. So in thinking in that way, I'm trying to make myself less sticky. If I'm not trying to make myself less sticky, I'm just not working on challenging common conditioning, I will have weight in the energy field. Another way on the list we could kind of get heavier. Right now I'm watching a lot of people with survival issues. Maybe they lost their job, they have to sell their house. So big shifts going on, there's a lot of fear. That's all understandable. Let's make space for that and have compassion for it. Survival can lock up our consciousness. And one of the things in my life I've had to work on is moving out from surviving things to sort of aiming differently and moving towards thriving and being in an easygoing space and maybe even joyously living. That I sort of move beyond just surviving. That surviving is part of life, but it isn't the thing I'm after with stickiness or weight. That I've actually changed my life immensely, that I keep aiming for joyous living. And even right now, as we're going through a huge shift and challenge with a pandemic, that intentionally I can honor the dimension that is about, the dimension of myself that's about surviving, but I keep aiming for thriving in spite of circumstances, joyous living, having moments of, if it's not easy, just at least aiming for moments of joy. But the heavy dutiness around survival we want to watch out for. And if we're not working on the stickiness in those issues, we're not challenging our conditioning. We have more weight in the aura. And then we have less buoyancy. We have less access to vitality. We have less access to perspective. We cannot see a vision that is more lasting and working than the environment we're living in. So don't let your energy hit the ground. If you notice your energy isn't in the best place possible, consider coming to one of our classes online. See us at affinitytransformations.com. I really appreciate your time. Thanks for listening.